Hi everyone, and welcome to Dramatic Knits. This is episode 370. Today is Saturday, January 30th, 2021. How have you all been? It has been quite a while since I've recorded, just shy of 2 months, and alas, it was a needed break. Doing this podcast for 10 years almost, just two weeks shy of 10 years, and doing it for every week for probably 7 to 8 of those years, and then going to bi-weekly and never taking any time off. I just needed a bit of a hiatus. I needed a break, and there was a lot of things going on with the business, and so I decided to appease myself and do what I needed to do and take some time for me. And it was needed. Not a lot to show you in terms of finished things. It seems that the what every yarn store owner will tell its customers is that you have even less time to craft when you own a yarn store. You don't just get to sit around all day and knit. And alas, I'm so tired at night that I get like an hour's worth of knitting in and it seems like it's 4 rows on something. So it is what it is. But I do have some finished spinning to show you today, hence why I'm recording, because I told you I'm only going to clog up your YouTube feed with episodes when I finish something. So I don't have any finished knitting or crochet, but I do have some finished spinning. So hence why I'm recording today. But a quick recap of the past 2 months. We're still living in the world of COVID, so we have not gone anywhere other than work. But we did open Leading Men Fiber Arts Storefront. We did open the doors to our studio on January 2nd, and it has just been an amazing outpouring of interest and kindness and support. The shop is not outrageously busy. The opening day was really good, but we get a steady flow of traffic in, a couple people a day, and a lot of people who are interested in becoming makers in the local community. We even had one of the local news stations come out and do a spot on us, which was very nice. We had a lot of people stop in because they saw us on the local news. And it's been nice to meet new people around us that I didn't even know were crafters and makers, and they didn't know what we did. And so they kind of get to experience it as well. And it's been fun over the past month, bringing in new products and watching the business in the storefront kind of grow and morph and change into something that I'm really, really proud of curating. And even though a lot of you are not local to me and will not be able to stop into the storefront, which is sad, everything we carry in the storefront is available on our website. So you get to still partake in all the awesome products and goodies that I am curating for the shop. So other than that, that's really been the last month. December was, putting the final I's and dotting my I's, crossing my T's on all the remodeling stuff, and then getting ready for the grand opening and slowly still morphing the space into what we want it to be. We still are waiting on one more furniture piece to come in, and I keep bringing in more products, so yeah, I'm excited. But alas, we worked today, and the shop closes at 4 on Saturdays, so I was like, you know what, I'm still in my somewhat nice dress wear, not that I dress like this most days, but I was like, I'll record a podcast because tomorrow is our day off and I don't want to do anything. It is an extremely rainy and dreary day here in Central Illinois, and I just don't want to get out of my PJs. And Sundays I may or may not shower, right? I mean, you do you, boo-boo. So anyway, let's just jump right in. I don't want to bore you too much with details, but let's get into what I've been working on, and I can show you some progress as I don't have anything taking a bow because I haven't finished anything, let's jump right into my crocheted scrap blanket. This is the Colorful Linen Stitch Blanket by Helena Cat, and I'm using various fingering weight mini skeins and scraps held double, so they make about a DK weight, and I'm using a size H or an 8 hook, and I am marling the skeins every other row. So I'm changing a color every row, but I'm holding each color for 2 rows. And let me show you the progress I've made. I don't know if you can hear the rain coming down against my window. Let's see. Which side has my little dicky-doo? It's one of these sides. Oh, not too much progress. That's where you saw it 2 months ago. But I had a bright, colorful, dark stripe in there. And here's where I'm at. So you can see here, there's the bottom. There's the top. There's one side. There's the other. So I think this is going to be a nice warm blanket. I'm excited for it, but especially being tired at night and not having much time because the shop is open till 6 p.m. on most weekdays, and I don't get home till about, even though I only live 3 blocks away. By the time, we clean up and lights and everything, it's like 6:15, 6:20 by the time I get home, and then I have to have dinner, and then it's 7 o'clock. And then we're sitting on the couch watching TV, and I am doing what little knitting I get done, and then it's 9 o'clock and I go to bed. Now, I don't actually fall asleep till after 10, but I'm in bed by like 9:30. So, yeah. So the side crafting, the crochet, the cross stitch, the spinning, the everything else doesn't see a lot of love except on Sundays. So that's the cross stitch or the crocheted blanket. Next up is my Happenings wrap, which I'll be working on this evening. And this is by Laura Tabbitt. I'm using Lediman Fiber Arts Soliloquy in the Vengeance colorway. And then I'm using Spotlight in 5 contrasting colors, which are Bend and Snap, Can't Quit You, Grapes of Wrath, Look on the Bright Side, and Sandcastle. And I am... let me take a quick look here. There are 18 sections, and each section is split into 2 parts. So you can kind of say 36 sections. I am doing the first half of section 15 still. So slow but steady wins the race. Every little bit counts, right? And this is knit on a size 4 US, whatever that is in millimeters. .75? 3.5. 3.5. Like, I just spent 2 days inventorying different size needles in the shop. Okay, so you see where my little lemon slice progress keeper is? I've essentially done, well, I've done about 3 sections since I've seen you last, because each one of these dark stripes is a section. So from here to here is a section, and then this is the first section of that section, the first part of that section, the second part of that section. Excuse me. So here it is in all of its glory. I'm loving my color combo. It's very summer sunset. So we will be putting kits for this together. I have copies of the pattern coming from my printer. And we'll be putting a couple of color combo kits together in the shop. This definitely being one of them. Sorry, I had a tickle in my throat. So that's been going. Again, slow but steady. I know, not a whole lot of progress to show you for 2 months, but Hence why we're not sticking to a regular schedule and recording. Because if I don't have things to show, I'm not going to show them. All right, next up is my Zigzag Scarf by Christy Cam. I'm using 2 skeins of Queensland Collection Allure Rainbow in Cape Hillsborough and Waratah Bouquet on a size 3 US 3.25 millimeter needle. And I'm really loving this one. This is just mindless, and I just like watching the colors progress. So this is great for, 2 skeins of, it says fingering weight, but you can use whatever weight you want, just adjust your needle size. And if you have 2 long color changing yarns in 2 different colors, this is a great pattern for that. So here's the scarf so far. You can see my little taco progress keeper was where I was at, and here's where I'm at now. So I'm loving this. But yeah. So it's grown at least probably 2 or 3 times bigger than what it was. It's super simple. Each row is the same, front and back. And I have some blanket yarn that's color changing that I plan on doing the same pattern with, just at blanket size. So next up is my Fade into Advent by Lisa Ross. I'm using Suburban Stitcher's 2020 Advent collection that she very generously gifted to me in her neutrals. She had a neutrals version and a Diane version, and she sent me the neutrals version. And I believe I'm on color 15 or 16. I haven't even opened all the way through 25 yet. I believe I only need 24 for this wrap. And I still have a whole nother half of this to go. Once I get through all 24 colors, I still have to go and do the other half. So this is being knit on a size 6 US, which is a 4 millimeter needle. I am loving it though. Once you get past the center section, which is a little difficult, it's the first 3 colors, it does become very, very mindless and easy. I am weaving in my ends as I go. I don't even know if I've shown this to you because I don't think I have a progress keeper in here. But you start off with the center, which is like your main diamond, then you put half your stitches on hold, which I have stoppers on. And then you just work your way out through there. It's got some slip stitch detail. And yeah. I am, and as you can tell, I'm doing a lot of wraps and big projects mostly, so. But I am loving it. Diane's done a beautiful job of fading and blending these different colors together. She is queen of soft speckling and very subtle colors, so I am very, 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 very happy that she gifted that to me so I could experience her yarns. I've been stashing her yarns for years and I haven't knit with them yet, so this kind of pushed me over the edge to knit with it. Oh, I'm sorry. It's a big bag fob that hit the floor. Anyway, last but not least are my pair of socks that I'm working on. These are I'm calling them the Dirty Blues socks. These are for Andy, and I'm using Online Super Sock 100 Tropical Color in color number 1461, and I'm using a Leading Men Fiber Arts mini skein in the Dirty Truce colorway that Andy picked out to go with it, and I'm knitting this on a size 1 US 2.25 millimeter needle. And I knit all my socks on 2 circulars. Here's what the yarn looks like in the ball. I'm on the second sock. Here's the first one. And you can see I did this fun dirty truce. He picked it out. He's like, it needs a pop of color. And so that's what I'm using for the cuff, heel, and toe. And then this is where I am at on the second one. I did not make them match. I asked him if he really cared because I didn't want to have to wind off. It's actually a fairly lengthy color repeat and I did not want to wind off. I just wanted to be able to pick up and go with it. And again, using 2 circs. And I do like to point this out, since we now have them in the shop and online, I use my Knitter's Pride row counting ring to keep track of my rows. And if you can see it there, it twists on the ring, and my ring, this is the largest size, but again, I have man hands, but it fits really nicely right on my index finger. If I pushed it down, it wouldn't come off, but this is about as good as it needs, right past the knuckle. And I don't forget to pick it up and click it, because it's right there. I see it as I'm knitting, and I also don't have to worry about it moving and adjusting when I throw it in the bag, like those digital row counters. I really like these. We have them in black and also rainbow. I don't have all the sizes in. There's some on back order and some have sold out, but I will be, replenishing those. I really do like the row counter rings. It's probably, other than just a clicker, that locks. I need a row counter that locks. I really prefer that one. All right, nothing in rehearsal because I still have a long way to go on a lot of those projects. And the next time I check in with you, it will be with another finished item of some sort. So I'll let you know about that then. All right, let's move into behind the scenes, my spinning. Why we're here. I finished some spinning. It took me almost 2 months to spin this. And part of it is because, well, very little time to do side crafting. 2, it's a silk blend, so it's spun pretty thin. And that was some Dragonfly fibers, 65% superwash merino, 35% silk in the Winter Woods colorway. And I got a total of 468 yards of a 2-ply fingering weight out of this. And you can see it has the silk in there. I'm really pleased with it. It just took forever. So there you go. There's kind of a close-up. That's truer to color there. And this is not in the shop yet, but it will be up in the shop probably Tuesday or Wednesday. My sister does most of the updating in the shop, and she works the normal retail hours anymore, so. Speaking of that, I did not mention we actually hired a new employee. So we have a part-time young woman from the next big town down the highway who is in high school, and she is coming in and doing some reskeins for us. So she spent all day today twisting mini skeins. Because boy, we have been flying through mini skeins between the club and shops buying directly from our online store to replenish their shop. The mini skeins have been flying off the wall. So we are happy to dye them. It has just been killing Andy's thumbs because he does them all by hand. He refuses to use the skein twister. So we finally trained our new employee, Katie, into doing the mini skeins today. So she spent all day doing mini skeins. All right, so I finished that skein of handspun. So I used my random number generator on my stash, and it picked some 3 Waters Farm Polworth in the clear light dawning colorway, which looks like this. Some light blues, dark blues, kind of very dark grays, hints of gold. And I'm doing a 2-ply fractal like I always do on that. And I barely just started. I think I got like 15 minutes of spinning in the other night. I am trying to go a little bit thicker with this because Polworth is a very spongy wool. So I'm trying to give it a lot of loft and hope that it will bloom up. Speaking of Polworth, I just got some test yarn in the studio yesterday. I have a Polworth DK that I'm excited to dye up and see how it takes, that we may or may not carry. It may be a limited run. We may bring it in full time. I also got I finally did it without Andy's permission. I got some mohair silk because we did not bring it in for the longest time. I thought mohair was gonna have its day and be gone, and it's not. More and more designs are coming out with it. So I was like, you know what? I ordered 50 skeins of mohair silk, and they're in. We're gonna test dye them and see how they go, how we like working with them, and see how the response is to them. So, All right, let's keep moving along. Let's go to in the scene shop. Let's talk about other crafts besides knitting, spinning, and crochet. Let's talk my cross stitch. I am working on a Heaven and Earth Designs called One for Sorrow. The artwork is by Stephanie Pumoon Ma, and it is this picture of a magpie. And I am in sight of finishing the top row of pages here soon, but I'm then going to take a break from this because I've been working on this for almost 2 years now, and I'm like 4 and some odd pages in. So this is being stitched 2/1 half stitch on 25 count easy count fabric. Sorry, I have my light on, my OT light, and my tripod is giving me glare, but. So I've been over here finishing all this stuff out. Again, very little progress on this, but decent amount since what you saw last. So that's going, and then, you know, when I have less time to craft, what do? I need another craft. So I ordered a kit for a craft that I did a few times as a kid, and I really enjoyed them, though it is a little harder on the hands than soft wool. I bought a latch hook kit. I also just got a latch hook kit in the shop, not this one. Unfortunately, this company came from Hirschner's. They do not wholesale their kits or wholesale at all, so I'm not able to get these kits. I think I threw out the cover photo. This is like an autumnal fox. It's a green background with very autumnal red, yellow, orange leaves and a beautiful red fox. And I'm just kind of doing a little bit here and there. There's not much to show. You can see the canvas here is pre-gridded as well. And then here's where I've worked on. So it goes pretty quickly. I mean, each little 10, that's a half of a full square. And I do about 5 rows and then 10 across. And so that's 50 pieces of yarn latch hooked in there, and it maybe takes me 15 minutes, 10, 15 minutes. So I think I have to go over to this one and then it's done. And then so it's going to be a decent size wall hanging when it's done. So that's been fun to kind of try out new crafts. That's part of what our storefront is going to become, is a craft boutique. And so I've been bringing in a ton of different kits, some of which I'll show you, but for grab and go craft kits. So I brought in today, I got inventoried and they're online, a latch hook kit. I got Zoom looms. I got tapestry weaving kits that have been up for a while. We have macrame kits, needle felting kits, cross stitch, diamond painting, paint by number's been really popular. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah. So it's been fun. Just kind of curating fiber arts craft kits that, you know, people who are like, well, I want to give my hand at something. Well, you can go home with this small kit from varying degrees of investment. Try it out. If it doesn't work, it's not a huge investment. Nothing's outrageously expensive. It's not like buying a loom or a floor loom or something. And if it doesn't work out, so be it. But if it does, maybe that'll be a gateway into other crafting and other making. And so that's kind of my vision for the storefront and what Leading Men Fiber Arts is besides hand-dyed yarn. All right, let's move into the spotlight. What am I watching and reading? I've watched so much I can't even tell you. So I picked 3 TV shows that we're watching in the last week. I finished a book a long time ago, but I didn't feel like bringing it up to tell you about it. So we started watching WandaVision, which I thought looked somewhat interesting. It is a bit weird. We watched the first 3 episodes all in one go. We have to watch the 4th episode tonight. They are short, like 30 minutes. It's on Disney+. And it stars Wanda and Vision from the Marvel universe, but they're like set, the first 2 episodes are set in like a Dick Van Dyke black and white kind of scenario comedy series. And then then they realize something's not right, and all of a sudden the next episode they are like in a Brady Bunch type 70s, and you realize that something is quite off in the third episode. So interesting to see where they go with it. It is a bit out there and a bit risk-taking. We also picked back up this week Big Sky, which is on, I believe, ABC. They put out the first 5 episodes of this show, and then they took kind of a break as they got picked up for a few more episodes. And we're enjoying it. It's nothing earth-shattering, but it is set in Montana, and it is about a set of private investigators and an ex-cop whose son's girlfriend and younger sister go missing, and so there's this whole like devious sex trafficking up into Canada ring going on, and there's a lot more to it than we even know about yet in the first 6 episodes. So you can catch that on Hulu. And then last but not least, we are watching season 1 of Ozark on Netflix. They have 3 seasons out. My sister has been telling us for like a year or more to watch it, and we finally did give it a shot, and we're enjoying it. That stars Jason Bateman and Laura Linney, and they are basically money launderers, and they get caught up in the wrong side of the drug cartel in Chicago, and so they have to move to the Ozarks to try to launder money through the Ozarks. They think it's the best plan for them, and of course, nothing goes to plan, so it's got its funny moments, but it also has a lot of drama in it. So check that out if you are really like to have a binge-worthy series that you can really, that there's a decent amount of episodes and they're not going to just nix it after the first season. You can check out Ozark. It has been picked up for season 4. So, all right, let's talk stash enhancement. What have I acquired since we last spoke? Well, I have a couple different shipments from Freckled Whimsy. I'm part of her self-striping club of the month, and I've gotten the last, I believe, two shipments here. She's having to switch platforms, and I'm not sure if I'm going to continue or not. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, this one was November 2020. This is Toasted Marshmallow Latte. Both of these are on her Serendipity base, which is a 75-25 superwash merino nylon, 460 yards for the 100 grams, and then about 92 yards for the 20 grams. And I really liked that one. Now it's kind of blowing out. It's a little, there we go. So it's got like this soft kind of tan, and then like 2 shades of blue and a cream and like a chocolate, and then it's got like that chocolate. I liked that one. And then this one actually knits up really pretty. This is December's, which is called Yesteryear. And it's got like a really dark, rich navy heel for it. But it's got that navy in there. It's got like a soft pink, a peach, an aqua, a gold, maybe even like a taupe stripe in there. So these were my last 2 shipments from Freckled Whimsy. I then also got a pre-ordered book that is now published. You can buy it on Amazon. And this is from a dear friend of ours wrote this book. And I've known about it for a while. And I got to talk to her about it briefly in August, maybe. She came to a trunk show in Indianapolis. And we're also working closely with her this year in 2021 as she is Leading Men Fiber Arts designer in residence, specifically for our Mini Skein Yarn Club. And that is Stephanie Lotvin of Telly Bean Knits. She wrote Knit Happy with Self-Striping Yarns. And this is 25 patterns to knit with a variety of self-striping yarns that are not socks. So, oh, it says 20. I thought it was 25. But anyway, yeah, there's just, it's got some really amazing patterns in here. Some things I really, really, really liked. I think she used our yarn as a contrast in some of these. And some of these are kind of different updates on patterns she's released before. Let me see if I can show you these. This is, what is this called? Okay, well maybe I missed that one. Oh, sharp curve mittens. Those are neat. But then there was a really pretty shawl in here I really liked. You've got the glitz mittens. And what was really cool about this book when I was talking to Stephanie is that she literally did everything. She talked to the publisher and convinced them to let her photograph it. Her husband photographed it. And yeah, sorry, I get distracted. Like, I think this one's pretty, the encompassing cowl. Oh, the indicator shawl. This uses Gauge Dye Works. There's Stephanie. That's her. She has a variety of models in her, but she does model quite a few of them. This one's really cool. Onward and Outward shawl. A little different. How her brain comes up with all this stuff, I don't know. This one I loved. This is the Daring Double shawl. And that uses Bad Amy knits. And then she even has sweaters in here. Here's the Sock Arms cardigan. You may have seen the Sock Arms sweater before. I may knit that for myself as I have that color self-striping from Mustache. Oh, this is sport sock though. Not the worsted. That's all right. And yeah, this one's really too, the Bright Access Tee. Love that. And, ooh, that one's pretty. Final one, I swear. You didn't know you were getting a flip through. And this is the backlit tee. So that's really pretty. And I'm trying to give you a full shot of it. There's the full shot. So I highly recommend. It is $21.99. That is almost, just over $1 per pattern. Even if you like 4 patterns out of this book, out of the 20, pick it up. It's just, it's really cool to have something to pick up and go, well, I love my self-striping. What can I knit with it? We'll see if I actually use this or not, but yeah, so loving that. All right, I really didn't look at it all that much till just now. I also got a bag from Bags by Awesome Granny, who has generously donated to the podcast quite a few times over the years. And she was doing a fall clearance sale, so I picked up one of her large bags. And in this kind of fun fall brown magenta color scheme. I do like her bags. I'm using that for my Advent knit is in this one. So haven't used this one yet. That'll go upstairs in the project bag closet. Yes, I have a closet full of project bags, not in use. And then I also got a prototype of a new project bag that will be coming eventually to Leading Men Fiber Arts. We work with Paula of Pete Moss Novelties. She does not sell online. She kind of makes for friends and family, and she vended at the Knitting at the Estate retreat last year, and she'll be vending again here in 2021. She was so sweet. Her and her friend Katie came down and visited us on opening day. They drove about 2 to 3 hours to come see us. So, but she was showing me, she made me a yarn pouch out of this fabric. And she goes, yeah, I've got a bunch of this fabric. It's a faux suede. And then with a cork bottom, because she knows I like the cork. And so we're getting this size project bag made with a bigger handle so that you can actually get your hand through. And it's kind of a soft scrunched up, but I really like it. It's simple. There's going to be like this tan and then kind of a cream colored, very soft gray, kind of very, I don't know how to explain it, but they will have the cork bottom and then the like muslin interior. So this one was for me as a prototype to give a try out. So the next time I need, when I start a new project, that's what's going in there. All right. We have a giveaway this episode, which will run until whenever I record again. So you have who knows how long to enter. But the giveaway thread will be up in the Ravelry group, Dramatic Knits Video Podcast. And you must be a member of the group to be eligible to win. And you must only enter once and answer the prompt that is given. This week's prompt is, what was your favorite cartoon, either as a kid or now? For me, I can't remember really watching cartoons as a kid. Maybe Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner. I don't know why that. And Yogi. Maybe Gumby. I don't know. Is that a cartoon? That's claymation. So, but anyway, we're all about Family Guy and American Dad here and Bob's Burgers when we can catch it. Andy likes Rick and Morty. It's all right, except there's not enough episodes and they replay them a lot. So you tell me what your favorite cartoon is, and you will be eligible to win a hefty prize. I left it in this box so I didn't have to deal with it. You are going to win 6 skeins of panda wool, 2 skeins in each of these 3 colors. So you've got, sorry, I hit the tripod. You've got a teal, a blush pink, and a very soft yellow. And so you're going to win 300 grams of yarn and then a pattern keeper, which has a snap. This was all generously donated to the podcast. And it's from Slip Stitch Studios. And it's a pattern wallet, and it also comes with magnetic strips on the inside, and it's got instructions on how to use this. So that is going to one lucky winner. Gosh, just in case you're wondering, each one of these is 50 grams and 170 yards. So you're looking at what, 200, 340. So you're looking at about a fingering to sport weight on these, and they are 46% bamboo, 43% wool, and 11% nylon. So those of you in warmer weather, that would be a good option for you. All right, last episode when I recorded, we were giving away this scarf kit and the scarf fold-up tool together to one lucky winner. And the prompt was, what are things that you should not say at your own wedding? And random number generator picked number 7, who is Jimmer's gal. That is Lynn from California. Congratulations, Lynn. Lynn said you should not say, we'll see how it goes at your own wedding. So congratulations, Lynn. Please either direct message me on Ravelry Dramatic Knits and let me know your name, address, and email address, and I will get that out in the mail to you as soon as possible. If I do not hear from you within about 2 weeks, I will probably just contact you to get your information. Then we had our final race to the finished object contest ever was in December, and I waited until now to pull a winner, and the prize winner of that was number 187, the Carrie Ann. That's Carrie Ann from Ohio, and she did a KP pullover by Era Shimizu, and she won this Bella Lino. It's probably enough to do a t-shirt. It is 7 skeins of this Bella Lino, and her favorite color was yellow, so I figured this was the closest thing I had to yellow. So congratulations, Carrie Ann. Please, if you would, message me on Ravelry, first and last name, mailing address, and email address, and I'll get this out in the mail to you. And then we had our featured designer, who was Jennifer Lassonde. We pulled a winner from the race to the finished object for one of her patterns, and that was number 214, who is I Now Hour, and they knit a newbie sweater. So congratulations, I Now Hour. If you would, please send me a message on Ravelry Dramatic Knits with which one of Jennifer Lassonde's patterns you would like to be gifted, and I will let Jennifer know and she will gift it to you. That being said, we had a Jennifer Lassonde knit along going on for the months of October through December, and I randomly drew a winner from the completed objects in that before I sat down to record, and it picked number 2, who is I Now Hour. So congratulations again, I Now Hour. You actually won, for knitting a ball band, you won some knit picks somewhere. I have it. But no, seriously, it's here somewhere. What did I do with it? You won 3 skeins of Knit Picks Bulky and Undyed. I just don't know where it's at. Well, it's here somewhere. Oh, it's really under my chair. So, I Now Hour. Message me with what pattern you want from Jennifer that you don't already own, as well as please provide me with your name, address, and email address, and I will get these 3 skeins of Knit Picks Bulky, Knit Picks Bare Bulky for you to do with as you please. So congratulations. All right, let's move along. Center stage. So let's talk about Leading Men Fiber Arts. Other than the shop, we had a new colorway come out in January called Jupiter Recognize. It is a pun for You Better Recognize. And so that was a really big seller. It is now available in the shop. It's on several bases, currently dyed up, but we do take custom orders at any time. I did forget to grab the swatch of our February colorway to show you ahead of time. I will tell you it is called Caliente, and it is kind of a neon peach with teal and purple speckling. Andy came up with it. It's very, very pretty. And that will be going up on Monday, February 1st, and pre-orders will be up for every one of our yarn bases through February 8th. We will have it on all yarn bases. We will have shorty and classic sock sets, as well as DK and worsted weight hat sets. Those come with a pom-pom. And then we also will have project bag pre-orders for both knit swatch and beauty shop fabrics from the Silver Shed USA. Let's talk new items in the shop. So just put up in the shop today were these beauties. These, I've got 3 of them, are some Twig and Horn Maker's backpacks. These are beautiful, beautiful canvas, and this is charcoal. We also have it in black and bourbon, and it's got a beautiful embossed Twig and Horn leather handle here with this also beautiful cording, and you can either hold it as a bag like this, you can wear it as over your shoulder, or you can wear it as a full backpack, and you can cinch this up to close it. And I will come back to this backpack once I empty it, but it has a bunch of stuff on the inside you do not want to miss either. But some other things I brought to show you, these are the tapestry weaving kits that Learn to Weave kits that we have up in the shop. This one is in the honey color set. These are, it's in the listing, I can't remember if it's acrylic or wool. These are not our yarns. These are put together by Black Sheep Goods, and it has a pop-out loom to get you started, including your shuttles, everything, all out of the back. It has instructions, and then it has the yarn you need to make a wall hanging. So these are really cool. We have 4 more of these left, and then once they sell out, I will contemplate replenishing them. But I love these like fun pop-out, you have your own loom type thing, and you can go from there. Oh, it also has a dowel rod so you can make your hanging, wall hanging. We got in a new colorway of pom-poms from our new pom-pom maker, who is Gypsy Dreamer Crochet. She is out of North Carolina. She provides our pom-poms for our hat sets, as well as for in-stock pom-poms. This is her most popular colorway, and it is called Lynx. And she does a variety of sizes, but I get the 6-inch pom-poms, which is her large. I feel like they are the best size for making a statement, but without being excessively large and pulling your hat down. These are on ties. If you order directly from her, you can do add-ons of snaps and other things. I find that the ties are probably most versatile. So that is Lynx. That's been added. There's 10 of those up in the shop right now. Andy wanted me to show you these. I only brought the smallest one, but it is a set of 3 nesting wool felt baskets. These are from Lion Brand, but this is the smallest one, and then there's a medium and a large, and all 3 of them together are only $12.99. And they have little faux leather bindings, because it will come flat packed, and then you just kind of fold them in and fold them together and put them together like that. But these would be great for holding little notions or yarn and different things. They are just so cute. I love the colors as well, and they're significantly cheap. So check those out. I have 2 sets of those. And then today I just got up a few of these mugs. Again, as things sell out, I will replenish, but I have this in red, lime green, and blue. These are Happy Knitter travel mugs, camper mugs, and it says Happy Knitter, and then these say on the back, do what you love what you do, knit happy. And they are a 10-ounce mug, really, really nice porcelain. I like it. I need another mug like I need another hole in the head, so. But I have 3 of those up in the shop right now, like I said, in the 3 colors. So that's what I brought to show you. But let me show you on the inside of this maker's backpack. These are all hand cut and sewn in the US, in Maine, where Twig and Horn is located. They are a sister company to Quince & Company. We have so much Twig and Horn stuff. We are a new stockist to them, and I've been just bombarding the shop with tons of their stuff. There is a side pocket there on either side. And then there is a detachable, can you see this here? There is a detachable zipper pouch that you can actually take out of the bag, and you can use the grommets as a yarn guide. It's got it on both sides. You could use for 4 different yarns and not get your yarns wound. up for color work. I think that is amazing, and it's really nice. Now, I will say for my men folk, I would not probably wear this as a backpack, but I do like the holding it by the handle, or you can even grab it, you know, this way and holding it as a bag, or throwing it over one shoulder is fine, but getting it across the breadth of my back it's a little small for that. They do carry messenger bags. That is something I may consider in the future, but this is a style that I don't already carry in the shop. So I thought that I would show you these. So again, this is charcoal. We have it in black and bourbon. Those are the 3 colors that they make them in. There's only 1 of each, but again, as we sell it, we will replenish. So yeah, that's what's new to the Leading Men Fiber Arts shop. You can find all those products and so much more at leadingmenfiberarts.com. We do have several knit-alongs going on in the Leading Men Fiber Arts Ravelry group. In January, we started the Cabin Fever Mystery Knit-along. This is, excuse me, I have a serious nose itch. Oh gosh, now I'm having issues with her name. What is her name? I feel so... Anne Schwarzak, maybe is how you say her name. She designed this knit along, and using our Spotlight base, using 4 skeins. We did have yarn sets up for pre-order, and then we have them. We've been selling out of them. We have 1 of the original left, or you can just use pair together 4 fingering weights. It started on January 1st. Her mystery knit along ends before our knit along ends, but our knit along goes until the end of March. And there will be a $50 gift certificate to 1 winner there, as well as Anne is going to put together a prize for a winner. In each of our knit-along threads, there are coupon codes for 15% off of the yarn bases used in the pattern. Ending in February, we have our Susanna Cowl knit-along, and that uses Showstopper as well as some mini skeins. And there's 2 versions of that cowl. And then ending tomorrow is our Dive-In Cowl Knit-Along by Stephanie Lotvin. But starting on Monday, we are going to start another Stephanie Lotvin pattern called Sip. This is a 2-color, easy beginner color work hat pattern using only 2 mini skeins. So she designed this as the first featured pattern in the leading Cast of Characters Mini Skein Yarn Club. So those of you who are in the Cast of Characters Club, you got a really nice coupon code as well on the back of our postcard. We included in our shipment this month. And so since that came out this month, in February, we are going to start a knit along for that. You can knit as many different sip hats as you want. Not all the yarn has to be Leading Men Fiber Arts, but some of it has to, and it has to be documented on your Ravelry page. And each hat you knit will be an entry in the drawing. And I'm thinking we may do like 3 $25 gift certificates to the shop because I feel like there's going to be a lot of these hats knit. So we will be running that for February, March, and April. So that's the new knit along coming up. You heard about it first. And in terms of in-person shows, we have nothing coming up here in the near future. We were supposed to have 2 trunk shows next month, and we canceled on both of those. We came to an agreement with the shops to reschedule just because of the uptick in COVID and the lack of vaccine rollout that's been happening. So I think the first show we have that's supposed to be going on is in May. And I believe that is in Ohio. I can't think of that. The Worcester Fiber Fair, maybe? Yeah, I'm not sure. I'll let you know. Hopefully I'll be recording before then. But just nothing upcoming. I do have a list of 2021's potential events that we have on our calendar. up on our website. If you scroll all the way to the bottom to shows and festivals, I have updated that last week with 2021's planned events. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. I was hoping to keep this short and sweet, but we're still at about an hour. I thank you so much for taking the time to tune in and check out this newest episode. And thank you so much for my returning viewers for understanding in my hiatus. I can't guarantee when I'll be back again. The next time I finish something to show to you is when I will check in again. But until I see you then, I hope you make something dramatic.